Imagine a place, right, where every thread tells a story, every beat of a drum echoes history, and every single flavor holds a memory.
Hmm.
For too long, this incredible land, Bodoland, in Assam's Bodoland Territorial Region, it was mainly known for its turbulent past.
That's true, unfortunately.
But now, something really interesting is happening. A kind of quiet revolution is taking shape, turning these, almost forgotten crafts into celebrated global icons.
Yeah.
We're diving into something truly extraordinary today. Geographical indication tags, or GI tags.
Right.
And these aren't just labels from some government office, they're like powerful shields. They protect the very soul of the region, giving its unique heritage a real voice on the world stage.
And what's really compelling here, I think, is how these tags essentially act as a passport for authenticity.
That's a great way to put it.
They make sure that the unique flavors, those intricate fabrics, the resonant sounds that are just born from Bodoland soil, they can't just be copied or claimed by anyone else. So this deep dive, we're going to take you through these misty villages, where artisans are crafting these absolute treasures, where the smell of fermented rice brings families together. It's about resilience turning into revival.
And this isn't some historical tale. It's happening right now, September 2025. Big clans are rolling out across this whole area, nearly 9,000 square kilometers, to make it a hub of innovation, but one that's really deeply rooted in tradition.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's unpack this incredible transformation. Because to really get the magic of this GI drive, you first have to understand the land and, well, the amazing spirit of its people.
Absolutely. Where do we start?
Well, our journey really begins by tracing the deep roots of the Bodo community. They are, quite literally the heart and soul of Bodoland, part of the larger Bodo-Kachari ethnic group, indigenous to the Brahmaputra Valley for centuries. Historians even suggest they were in Assam's plains way back like the 16th century. Kings like Nara and Narayan even recognized them.
And if we connect that to the bigger picture, Bodoland's geography itself tells such a rich story. It covers 5 districts now: Kakrashar, Baksa, Udalguri, Shireng, and the new one, Tamilpur.
Right.
All hugging the north bank of the mighty Brahmaputra River. And you've got the foothills of Bhutan and Arunachal Pradesh right there, just a stunning backdrop.
That sounds breathtaking.
Oh, it is. And it's not just pretty. It's a major biodiversity hotspot. You've even got UNESCO World Heritage sites like Manas National Park there.
Manas, yeah. With the golden langurs and the pygmy hogs.
Exactly. Endangered species roaming free. It's a land absolutely teeming with natural wealth.
But beneath all that natural beauty, there's this incredibly resilient people who faced, well, enormous challenges over the years.
Huge challenges, from colonial conflicts like the Dwar Wars back in 1865, right through to post-independence struggles for self-determination, just trying to preserve their unique identity.
So that brings us to a really crucial question, doesn't it? How does a region that was, for so long, defined by these struggles for autonomy transform into this vibrant center of cultural renaissance?
It's a great question. And that demand for self-rule, it wasn't just political. It was really about identity, a deep fear of their culture being diluted.
You can understand that.
Definitely. Way back in 1967, you had the Plains Tribes Council of Assam asking for a separate union territory. They called it Udayakal.
Okay.
Then, jump forward to 1987, the All Bodo Students Union, ABSU, they really ignited what became known as the Bodo movement. They were pushing for a full state.
Driven by those concerns over culture and land rights, yeah.
Precisely. And this is where the story shifts, really. It leads to a series of accords, attempts to find peace.
Right, the accords. The first one was 1993.
That's the one. It had created the Bodoland Autonomous Council. But the peace didn't fully stick. Violence continued. So then came the second accord in 2003. That established the Bodoland Territorial Council, the BTC, under the 6th schedule of the Constitution. That gave them more administrative power.
Okay, so progress, but still evolving.
Exactly. But the really transformative agreement, the big one, landed on January 27, 2020.
The third accord.
Yes. And this renamed the area the Bodoland Territorial Region, BTR, and crucially, it granted much enhanced powers. They could even represent their culture at national events like the Khelo India Youth Games.
Wow, that's significant. A real shift.
It really is. And today, Bodoland is actively writing a new chapter. It's not defined by conflict anymore. The current chief executive member, Pramod, Boro, and the BTC, they've cleverly channeled that peace dividend straight into development.
Smart move.
Very smart. The economy, which is always very agrarian, rice, jute, betel nut, it's diversifying fast.
So what else are they doing?
Well, fishing, poultry, pig farming, those are still vital.
Okay.
But there's a big push now towards ecotourism. Rivers like the A are great for rafting, and parks like Ramona are drawing wildlife fans.
That makes sense, given the natural beauty.
Absolutely. But what really, really sets this revival apart is how culture has become central to it all.
Ah, okay. Tell me more.
Well, the Bodo's farming lifestyle has always been interwoven with their arts. You see women weaving these incredible patterns on backstrap looms,
Okay.
men crafting musical instruments from bamboo and wood found locally, communities brewing traditional rice drinks for rituals. It's all connected.
And the festivals must be amazing.
Oh, they are. Like Bizagu, their spring harvest festival, or Karai. That's a joyous mix of song, dance, drumming. You see dances like Bagurumba, the butterfly dance, mimicking nature. It's just this rich, living tapestry.
It sounds incredible. So with this deep connection between people, land, heritage, what does that mean for protecting it all? This is where the GI tags come in, isn't it?
Exactly. This is where they become so important. Basically, a GI tag is a legal shield. It's like a protected trademark.
Okay.
It guarantees that only the real producers from that specific region can legally use the product's name and its reputation. Think of things like Darjeeling tea or maybe Banarasi silk.
Right. Everyone knows those names mean something specific about origin and quality.
Precisely. They aren't just products, they're protected symbols of origin, quality, tradition. And for Bodoland, these tags arriving now feel like a really profound affirmation of their unique culture. It's recognition that's long overdue, honestly.
So how did this actually start? When did they begin pursuing these tags?
It kicked off seriously in 2021. A really dedicated group of educated Bodo youth got together. People like Ling Narzahari, a biotechnologist, Kansai Brahma, a social worker, Swapna Mukherjee, an artist.
A diverse group.
Very entrepreneurs too. Nishani Brahma, Pulak Basumatary, Ranjila Mohillary. They were inspired by Pramod Boro's earlier calls for GI protection. So when he became CEM, they went to him.
And they felt an urgency.
Yes, Ling Narzahari mentioned it specifically. His study showed how corporations had exploited indigenous knowledge, herbs and things in South America and Africa. He said basically, we can't let outsiders just copy our motifs or brew our recipes without any protection.
Makes perfect sense. Protect what's yours.
Absolutely. Their mission was clear. Document everything, protect Bodoland's indigenous items. They literally went through villages researching hundreds of artifacts.
Wow, that must have been painstaking work.
Incredible effort. They shortlisted over 50 items and filed applications for 21. They worked with experts, too, like Advocate Professor Ganesh Hingmeyer.
And they had success.
Spectacular success. 13 items got the GI tag on November 29, 2023. Then another 8 on May 31st, 2024. That's 21 GI tags by early 2025.
21. That's amazing.
It really is. And it's crucial to remember this isn't just for the Bodo community. It benefits all 26 communities in the BTR at Avasis, Gurkhas, Kokhraj, Bangshas, everyone. It helps solidify that collective cultural identity.
Okay, this is where it gets really inspiring. Let's dive into some of these treasures, because each tag tells a story, doesn't it?
It really does. Where should we start? Textiles.
Yes, let's start with textiles. You said they're the heartbeat of Bodo women. The Dokhona, for instance. Tell us about that.
Right, the Dokhona. It's not just clothing. It's a profound cultural statement. It's this elegant one-piece wrap, usually about 3 meters long, maybe 1.5 wide.
Woven on those backstrap looms you mentioned.
Exactly. And the motifs are stunning. Things like Haj Ogor, representing the hilly landscapes, or Parwo Megon with delicate flower patterns.
So they're not just pretty patterns, they mean something.
Absolutely. They're living symbols of Bodo identity, woven thread by thread, often by women whose hands carry generations of skill and stories. That's what the GI tag protects the legacy, ensuring the real thing gets the respect and the value it deserves. Stops the cheap knockoffs.
That's so important. And are there other key textiles?
Oh, yes. There's the jamgra, which is a beautiful scarf, often intricately patterned, and the aronai, a ceremonial scarf. Again, designs inspired by nature are common.
And for men?
For men, there's the gamsa. It's a wrap worn from the waist to the knee, often green with white borders. You'll see it used in worship or at weddings.
Okay. And you mentioned Aries silk, Indi-Zi.
Yes. Bodo Aries silk. This is really special. It's known as ahimsa silk, non-violent silk.
How does that work?
It means the silk is processed after the moth has naturally emerged from the cocoon, so the silkworms aren't harmed. It makes the silk incredibly soft, but also ethical.
Wow, that's fascinating. So these tags really elevate these textiles, don't they?
Completely. They transform them from just commodities into prized cultural assets. It means the artisans get fair prices and their traditions can continue strong.
Okay, let's move from fabric to sound. Their musical instruments are also protected now.
Yes, a whole ensemble. Take the Kham. It's a barrel-shaped drum, usually made from Alstonia scalaris wood, sometimes jackfruit wood. It provides that core rhythm for traditional dances.
The heartbeat, in a way.
In a very real way. Then there's the Sirza. It's a 4-stringed instrument, played with a bow, made from similar woods. It has this really soulful kind of wailing sound, very evocative.
And the flute.
The Sifung. A long bamboo flute, typically 5 finger holes, 1 blowing hole. Its sound just whistles through their festivals and gatherings. You hear it everywhere.
So it's a whole orchestra of traditional sounds.
Pretty much. You also have instruments like the thorka, which is a bamboo clapper, the gongona, a flat bamboo wind instrument, almost like a jaw harp, and the jotha, which are like small cymbals or basin clappers.
And these aren't just museum pieces, they're actively used.
Absolutely. They're played during Akarai dances, like Ranashandi or Kujima Hanai. They're used to evoke spirits, tell ancient stories. They are living history. The GI tag recognizes not just the craft, but the cultural weight these instruments carry.
Incredible. Okay, I'm hungry now. Let's talk cuisine.
Yes. Bodoland's flavors. They're bold, but also quite simple in a way. They tend to use minimal spices, letting the main ingredients really shine.
And pork is central, you mentioned.
Pork reigns supreme, definitely. But they also have wonderful fish dishes, chicken, and even some unique preparations using insects. It's a really varied diet.
Give us some examples. What are the highlights?
Okay, well, there's guka, gukui. It's a festive curry, usually pork or fish, simmered with lots of local herbs, very aromatic.
Sounds delicious.
Then there's Napham. This is a real staple, quite tangy. It's fermented smoked fish, ground up with vegetables. Karwi, that's an alkali made from banana ash.
Banana ash.
Yes, and spices. Then it's aged in bamboo tubes for months. Develops a really unique, pungent flavor. People love it.
What else?
There's unla, or onla. That's a creamy, thicker curry. It uses rice powder as a thickener, along with garlic, ginger, and that alkali again. Very comforting. And nartzi, that's fermented jute leaves, sometimes the bitter kind, sometimes sweet, often cooked with pork. Apparently, it's really rich in omega-3s and vitamins.
Healthy, too.
Seems so. And they use specific local herbs, too, like Gangar dundia. It's like a strong coriander and Cara daphnia medicinal plant. And that cardway, the soda-like liquid from plant ash, adds a unique fizz to things.
The whole unique flavor profile, isn't it?
Completely distinct. And that extends to their drinks, too.
Ah, the brews. Tell us about those. Zwu Gisi, Zwu Gran.
Yes. Zwu Gisi, Zwu Gran, and Zwu Bidwi. They're all traditional rice beers. Each one is fermented using special starter cakes called amau, made from specific local herbs like dapatita and agara.
So they have different characteristics.
They do. Joe Gran, for instance, is known to be quite strong, maybe around 16% alcohol. Zwu Bidwi is more often reserved for welcoming guests, a sign of hospitality.
And Zwu Gisi.
Zwu Gisi is fascinating. It's often revered almost like medicine, and it's tied into ancient lore about Lord Shiva.
So these aren't just party drinks.
Not at all. They are deeply embedded in their culture. They're ritual elixirs, essential for festivals like Buwasagu or ceremonies like Hapsa Hatarne. It shows this profound link between drink, tradition, and spirituality.
It really paints a picture of a culture where every aspect of life is interconnected and has deep meaning.
That's exactly it. And the GI tags help protect all of that.
So, thinking about the bigger picture, what's the long-term impact of these 21 tags? Are they just labels on a shelf?
Oh, definitely not. They are sparking real, concrete action. The BTR government has announced plans for GI villages.
GI villages, what are those?
They're basically designated clusters where artisans who produce these GI tag items will get specialized training, much better infrastructure, and crucially, direct links to markets. Help them sell their authentic products.
That sounds practical.
Very. And there are plans for a Bodo Heritage Park, too, that will showcase all these wonders, create jobs, and bring in revenue for the region.
And you mentioned technology playing a role, too.
Yes, quite significantly. Under the Chief Executive Member's Special Initiative Scheme, they're developing a mobile app. The goal is to register over 100,000 authorized users, the actual artisans and producers.
Okay, and what will the app do?
It'll connect them directly to government schemes, training opportunities, even legal aid if they need it for protection.
Yeah.
Each user profile might be linked to the 2 or 3 specific GI products they make. It's about building a really robust, verified base of local producers.
That's incredibly forward-thinking. Digitizing tradition in a way.
Exactly. Ling Narzahari put it perfectly, didn't he? We might have missed the industrial and IT revolutions, but we are certainly not missing the GI one.
Love that quote.
And it ties into other things happening, like the Digital India Initiative. They've apparently achieved 100% digitization of land records in BTR, which is huge.
Yeah.
And there's a big push to boost local exports. It all connects.
So the ripple effects are potentially enormous. What about the impact on people's lives, especially women?
It's genuinely transformative. Women are dominant in weaving and often in farming, too. These GI tags and the support systems being built around them are giving them real financial independence through self-help groups.
That's fantastic.
Think about it. A GI-protected Dokhona can now sell for a premium price, maybe even internationally. That means women might not need to migrate out for work as much. They can earn a good living practicing their traditional craft.
That keeps families and communities together.
Exactly. And there are even environmental links. Practices like sustainable bamboo crafting for the instruments, for example, are now being looked at for earning carbon credits. So you're linking heritage directly to global sustainable development goals.
Wow. Heritage, economy, environment, all linked.
It's quite remarkable for a region that sadly saw over 5,000 deaths due to conflict. This really feels like a genuine renaissance. From insurgency to innovation, it's powerful stuff.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned elections are coming up September 22nd, 2025. Does that introduce any uncertainty?
Well, politics always brings complexities, right? You've got the main parties, UPPL, BJP, BPF, Congress, all campaigning, and they're all promising more support for GI initiatives and development.
So it's become a key issue.
It has. It's a sort of tripartite contest this time, which tests the strength of the peace model. But generally, experts are watching Bodoland really closely. They see it as a potential blueprint for other sixth schedule areas, showing how you can blend economic growth with protecting cultural identity.
A model for others. That's significant.
It really is.
So wrapping this up, what does this incredible story from Bodoland mean for us, for you listening?
Yeah, what's the takeaway?
Well, I think it means that the next time you come across a product that has a really distinct origin story, maybe you'll think of Bodoland. This deep dive, it's shown us how a region, through sheer ingenuity and just an unwavering connection to its roots, can turn its heritage into a source of global pride and, importantly, lasting prosperity.
Absolutely. You can almost picture it, can't you? The sun setting over Manas National Park, the Bagarumba dancers twirling in their vibrant Dokhonas. You can feel that pulse of revival. Bodoland's GI drive, it really isn't just about putting tags on things. It's a profound promise of prosperity. It's a cultural comeback story that's as captivating as any festival drumbeat.
And it leaves us with a thought, doesn't it?
It does. What unique treasures may be hidden in plain sight, exist in your own communities and your own cultures? What stories are waiting to be told, celebrated, and maybe even protected?
Something to think about.